Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us today. I'm excited to introduce our presentation titled The Importance of Love and Brotherhood in Islam. Today, we'll explore a powerful hadith that emphasizes loving for your brother what you love for yourself. We'll discuss its meaning, significance, and how we can apply it in our daily lives. Let's get started and see how this beautiful teaching can inspire us to build stronger, more compassionate communities. Let's take a moment to reflect on this powerful statement. The servant does not reach the reality of true faith until he loves for the people what he loves for himself. What does this really mean? Essentially, it highlights that genuine faith isn't just about personal belief. It's about caring for others with the same sincerity and concern that we have for ourselves. Now, the slide also points out something important, that denying this kind of love or compassion doesn't mean a person has completely lost their faith. It's a nuanced point. Someone might fall short in this area, but that doesn't automatically make them a disbeliever or remove all their faith. And this connects to the idea that none of you truly believes until. And here, the emphasis is on the importance of love, compassion, and selflessness in our faith journey. Essentially, faith isn't just a matter of belief alone. It's reflected in how we treat others and how much we care for their well-being, just as we care for ourselves. So, as we keep this in mind, remember that true faith is deeply connected to love and empathy for others, and that striving for this is part of our spiritual growth. When we talk about true and complete faith, one of the essential elements is love for our brother, what we love for ourselves. This means that genuine faith isn't just about belief. It's about having a sincere love and concern for others, treating them with kindness and compassion. This love is absolutely necessary for a faith to be considered truly complete. As we discussed earlier when examining the Hadith of Jibril, there's an important point. A person who doesn't fulfill the basic requirements of faith doesn't truly deserve to be called a complete believer. This is exactly what that Hadith emphasizes, that faith isn't just about internal belief, but also about actions and conditions that demonstrate that belief. And that's what this part of the presentation highlights, how love and fulfillment of essential obligations are interconnected in shaping a complete and genuine faith. It reminds us that our faith isn't static. It's reflected in how we treat others and meet our responsibilities. Certainly, here is the word-by-word narration script for slide 4. On the other hand, this hadith does not mean that if a person meets this characteristic, he has complete a man even if he does not meet the other requirements of a man. This hadith simply stresses that this characteristic is an essential pillar of true and complete iman. It is like the saying, there is no prayer but with purity tahara. There is more to prayer than tahara. Similarly, there is much more to a man than simply loving one's brother what one loves for himself. None of you truly believes until. This slide highlights how true believers are expected to treat each other, emphasizing a deep sense of brotherhood. They genuinely want good for themselves, but just as importantly, they wish good for their fellow believers as well. This means that their concern extends beyond their own well-being to include the well-being of others. When one of their Muslim brothers is hurt or suffering, they also feel that pain personally. They don't like seeing their brothers in hardship, and they don't want to be in that situation themselves, so naturally, they don't want their brothers to experience it either. But for this kind of empathy and brotherly love to truly exist, a person's heart must be free from jealousy and envy. If someone is jealous or envious of others, they can't genuinely rejoice when others receive good things. Instead, they'll only feel happy when they get what they love, even if it's at the expense of others. The key concept here is loving for your brother what you love for yourself. When your heart is pure, and jealousy and envy are absent, you will naturally wish good for others as you wish for yourself. This attitude is a fundamental part of brotherhood and a reflection of true faith. It connects directly to our overall theme of compassion, unity, and genuine love within the community. When we talk about the completeness of a Muslim's behavior, what really stands out is the genuine love and concern we have for our brothers and sisters in faith. It's about loving for them what we love for ourselves, things that are good, beneficial, and righteous. This means celebrating their good deeds and sharing in their happiness. At the same time, it also involves hating for them what we hate for ourselves, any evil, harm, or wrongdoing. Even though the Hadith doesn't state this explicitly, it's implied through its message. The idea is that true love for someone naturally includes a dislike for what harms them or goes against their goodness. This connection between loving the good and hating the evil is fundamental. To truly love something, you have to hate its opposite. If you love your brother's success and well-being, you'll naturally dislike anything that could cause him harm or misguidance. So, what should we love for our brothers? We should wish for them the same good we wish for ourselves: faith, health, happiness, and success in this life and the next. This mindset keeps us aligned with the overall theme of brotherhood and sincere care in Islam. It reminds us that our actions and emotions should reflect genuine concern and love rooted in righteousness. This slide clarifies that this particular hadith doesn't mean that a true believer must love for non-Muslims what he loves for himself, except perhaps wanting them to embrace Islam. The focus, however, is on fellow Muslims. It emphasizes that regardless of nationality, language, race, or economic background, to be a true believer, you must love for your brother what you love for yourself. If a person hasn't reached that level of love and concern, then they haven't achieved true and complete faith yet. Now, when we talk about who is one's brother, it's important to understand that this isn't just about family or close friends. It's about every fellow Muslim, regardless of their background. This highlights the universality of brotherhood in Islam and the importance of genuine love and care for all Muslims. Connecting this to our overall theme, it reminds us that faith isn't just about individual belief, but also about the bonds we build and the love we show within our community. True faith calls us to see every Muslim as a brother or sister, and to wish for their good as we wish for our own. As we come to the final slide, I want to leave you with a powerful reminder about the essence of true Iman. The slide states that the true believer loves for his brother Muslim what he loves for himself of good things. This is a profound principle that highlights the importance of genuine brotherhood and sincere love in our faith. When we truly love for others what we wish for ourselves, whether it's success, happiness, or good health, it reflects a pure and complete level of Iman. Without this quality, our faith remains incomplete because real faith is not just about personal worship, but also about uplifting and caring for our fellow Muslims. This hadith summary emphasizes that genuine love and concern for others are fundamental to our spiritual growth. It connects directly to the overall theme of building a sincere, compassionate community rooted in faith. Remember, developing this love is a sign of true and complete Iman, and it's something we should all strive to embody in our daily lives.